What I think I'd like to move on to now is the whole issue around values and behaviours, which I know is kind of critical to a lot of your thinking and your ethos within WCS Care. Can you tell us a little bit about that, either through a story or an example? Or
I personally find the whole concept of person-centred care, I don't disagree with the idea of it, but I find the language around it is very off-putting and actually has become really rather devalued. So we wanted to look at a way of talking about being person-centred in language that was accessible to people. Right. And we picked this up from another National Care Forum provider, actually, from Cornwall Care. And it was a film that is produced, a management development film called Fish, and it's about the Seattle fish market in the US, where there's a lot of playing and joking going on, but also where they are very successful in terms of sales. So we use that film, and that is the bedrock of our value basis, because there are four concepts that come out of it: play, make someone's day, be there, and choose your attitude. And I personally deliver the values training session to everybody in the organisation.
Who joins. Wow.
That means that it comes very much direct from me and that it's personal. But what we explore when we're doing that is how, if you are doing those four things, if you're playing, you're making someone's day, you're being there and you're choosing your attitude, then you've got to be person-centred. Right. You can't do that without being person-centred. So it gives us a common language to talk about how we want our care to be delivered and experienced. And that's where the values come in. And we've moved on from that and we've developed that because we wanted to talk about what is it we want our organisation to be delivering in the way of care, and what we want is for people to feel that every day is well lived. So that's become our vision statement now, that every day will be well lived, and we think that applies to residents obviously, and to their families and to staff, and you need all of those people to be feeling that every day is well lived. And then we look at our values and we say our values are the behaviours that deliver that. So in order to make every day well lived, you've got to play, you've got to make someone's day, you've got to be there, and you've got to choose your attitude. And it works for staff and it works for residents. And
the language of some of those is probably quite surprising for some of the staff, perhaps, when you first came along with those ideas, the notion that work is around play. Did you get resistance to that?
Absolutely no resistance to it. I think what I got was relief. I think people started coming to the values sessions thinking, oh dear, what's this going to be about? It's going to be something very difficult and complex that I won't do. And what they left thinking was, do you know, this is what we do anyway, and it's just giving the it's just giving the words to it, because
permission.
And
do you think
permission,
that's part
exactly,
of it?
it is permission too. But it's most good carers have a fantastic relationship with the residents. And when I joined WCS, the first thing that struck me, because I started working shifts to get to know everybody in the homes, first thing that struck me was how much laughter there was. And we all need laughter to get through every day, and we certainly need it at difficult and end of life times. So that's what it's really about. And I think staff felt that they had the permission, and they felt really relieved and validated as well.
But I wouldn't want people to go away with the impression that it's all kind of, that fun equals lack of attention to detail, because I know one of the things that you're really strong about is this notion of what you walk past is what you accept. And I think that's a really important part of kind of keeping a very strong focus on what's important.
And that's where there's the link between leadership and values, because actually it's about leadership too, and it's about being accountable for yourself every moment. And so yes, as part of the values training, we talk about professionalism, and we come up with this, we use a film to talk about the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. And that's incredibly powerful to everybody. And what that means is, if you walk past something, you're saying it's okay, and that could be as big as abuse, and it could be as small as bedraggled plants in a plant pot, or a crumpled tissue on the floor. But whatever it is, why did you walk past it? Why isn't it your job to do that and to fix that and to sort it out, or to tell somebody what's going on?
And really important messages about ownership.
And accountability.
And accountability.
And responsibility.
Thank you. That's really helpful.